Hey, this is Lyndsey Parker for LPtv here at Licorice Pizza, the place formerly known as the Licorice Pizza Record Store. Just for one night only, it is the Royal Pensioner Hotel and Casino and Bar and Grill. It's four things in one. And here we are with the master of ceremonies, Jack Xander himself. He's very excited. I'm excited too. We are here to celebrate the vinyl release of Casino Heist, hence the whole big spiel I'm doing. The reason I'm wearing a tuxedo, it's a special occasion. Congratulations, Jack.
Thank you, Lyndsey. Thank you for dressing up for the event.
Apparently, I'm so dressed up, you've drafted me to do some kind of like monologue in a really bad French accent in just moments from now.
The worse, the better.
I think I can do that. I think I can do that. So, Casino Heist is a concept album. You had me a concept album. The minute I heard the word concept album, I'm all about it. So I'm just going to ask you, what's the concept? What's the elevator pitch, as they say in the biz?
Well, everybody finds themselves at an old, decrepit casino in the French Riviera once in their lives. And there's always a band in the corner, the dustiest, quietest, darkest corner of the room. And we are that band. Rock and roll duo, Jack Xander and Le Gerrymander. And the record, it came together after this experience. I was like, this would be the best place for a band to play ever. And I had all these live recordings from KXLU radio show, and we put them together and we made them live.
So wait, you went to the French Riviera?
Yes, was it the Riviera? It was somewhere in France, and there was a casino.
And you took a gamble artistically, and here we are. See what I did? So what made you want to do it? Besides, obviously, you having this fun trip, what was it about this casino? Concept albums are kind of like a different vibe for maybe someone who comes from your background, the indie background, the KXLU background.
Yes, indeed. I mean, it was really I couldn't think, we were trapped in this place, and I couldn't think of a worse place to be trapped. And they were it was all right because I was there with my grandma and her boyfriend, but there was a lot of other old Europeans there, and it was really an Elton John cover band, which was very cool. But I just was, it was very long. The concert was long, and I was like, okay, this would be a great concept for almost like hell, where it's
I mean, I kind of, when I thought of being trapped in a casino hotel, when I saw the visuals, it reminded me of The Shining. Am I?
Totally. Yeah. Very inspired by The Shining, and just weird looking people in a room. And the casino director, I had to take his picture. He's on the vinyl. He probably doesn't know, but he had a little mustache and a bow tie and this kind of nice but shabby suit, and he had a certain way about him that I was very inspired by.
So does Casino Heist have a plot? Is it a story? What's the plot?
So set the scene. You start at this casino. You're trapped as the listener in the audience. And as the show moves on, things start to go wrong. There's a break-in at the casino. The guests are cordoned off into these quarantined little sections, containment pods. And it's just this further devolve as you go deeper and deeper into the rings of hell.
Is that going to happen in the store out there? Are there pods? What's going on?
No pods tonight. Pods next time. But we're very lucky we get to escape.
So is this one of those I could see you having a residency maybe in the French Riviera where you have kind of some escape room, where they have it when there was those immersive theater things, those whodunit murder mystery theater things.
If people are scared enough by the performance to want to actually leave, then we're doing a good thing.
I mean, we don't want people to leave the store. We want people to buy, well, not without buying your record first. Buy it, then leave.
This is true. And they're trapped, so even if they want to leave, they can.
We have locked the doors of the store. You cannot leave. So, but is there thoughts of doing this in a visual element, like a rock opera, a theater thing, going to, off Broadway?
Be awesome. The further off Broadway, the better. But yeah, just to have a bunch of people, old people, and have a guy in a suit, and I want people gambling away their money and their pensions while my music plays. It's got to be gone by the end of the song.
It's long as they have enough to pick up Casino Heist on vinyl at Licorice Pizza. Were there any kind of concept records, classic ones that maybe inspired you to do this that you're a fan of?
Yes. I was a little kid, and like my first like record was like Tommy. I love, it's awesome.
Tommy the movie?
Tommy the album.
Yeah, but have you seen the movie?
Never seen the movie.
Movie scarred me for life. I don't want to spoil it for you. The Tina Turner Acid Queen scene, when I saw on cable, scarred me for the. I was scared. So like you were saying, I was terrified, but I remember it still. The baked bean scene freaked me the hell out.
Bean scene. I got to see the baked bean scene.
Real, I can't believe you haven't seen it. Are there any other, like, I don't know, Fam of the Paradise, like those type of... I like all that. Like, by the way, go follow Cult Musicals on Instagram. You'll see all this stuff. Someone should post about yours as well. Yeah, any others?
I'm trying to think. There's one record by Dr. Dog called The Psychedelic Swamp, which is amazing. And it's concept-y, but it's not so like, story. It's more like the songs tell the story.
Have you made music videos or planning to for this album?
Nothing video wise. I mean, there's a bunch of videos of us doing the record because it is a live record. We did it all in one take, like at a radio show, and like, so the video of the actual recording exists, and then some music videos will probably be made as well.
How did KXOU get involved? For people watching this who aren't in LA, we're so lucky to have KXOU in LA. I guess it's a college radio station. I mean, it's at Loyola Marymount, but it's more than just that.
I mean, it's like my favorite station. Whenever I'm driving and Bluetooth isn't working, 88.95? Yeah, 88. They're always playing some crazy shit, and the DJs are fried out of their mind, and like they're taking their time with it's the best. It's the best station. And like I met this guy Chris who runs a show called Noise Pollution, which is 12 on Wednesdays, and it's awesome. He's just like, he does the traffic, if you're ever stuck in traffic at 12 a.m. on a Wednesday.
In LA, that is quite possible.
It's definitely possible. But yeah, it was like wild and random, and the recordings were nice. And now
did the recordings come first and then you decided to do this concept, or was it all chicken or egg? How did it happen?
Egg.
The egg would be
the music, and then it was like, oh, we already did a live record at the Moroccan Lounge, which was called Gerrymanders 1, and everybody was like, why'd you do a live record? And now I had all these other live recordings, and it was like, oh, we're really gonna do another one. But the concept, I think, really sells it. If you're looking to buy it, the concept sells it.
Will there be a sequel? A part deux? I guess it would be tre.
A part deux and a tre. And a cat. We're getting them all.
So if Casino Heist was made into a musical, like the cult musicals I'm talking about, who would it star? Besides yourself, of course.
Christopher Walken. Joaquin Phoenix. Sis Ghost. No, he's alive. And I think that's probably it. They could play all the characters. Yeah.
That's, yeah. I mean, you're an ambitious guy. What else? And you used to be known, or are you still known as Jack HW? Or is this just for this project that you're Jack Xander?
Jack HW has a lot of, like, I mean, this is like more refined music, Jack Xander. Jack HW's way off the wall, Is this a new era of you, or is this just an alter ego, I guess is what I'm asking? It's a new era. But from time to time, if there's something that like I can't risk putting out, I'll just put it out on Jack HW for anybody.
Well, since you've had different eras, I would be remiss if I didn't ask about. There's sort of happening outside there unofficially. We're having a Pack of Wolves reunion tonight. You apparently were in a band called Pack of Wolves when you were 8 years old. Tell me about it, because we have at least one member of Pack of Wolves at the store tonight.
Yeah, it was one of the most stacked bands to ever exist out of 8th grade. I don't even think it was that late.
Oh, I thought you were 8 years old.
8 years old is probably closer. Yeah, 8th grade, Pack of Wolves, I had missed it. But yeah, we had Tyler Brown on bass, and we had Kainoa Youngri Vivar on guitar. He wrote a song called The Insane Lane hit. Aiden Stern ripping the keys. My brother Alfie on the drums.
What kind of music was it?
Rock and roll.
So you were basically born to do this.
I was basically born to do Casino Heist, the record.
It's all come together. So apparently, you're about to perform. We have a couple opening bands now. You might be able to hear them a little bit on this video, and then you've somehow drafted me to do a monologue that I'm going to do on Instagram Live. I used to be an actress. Used to be is the operative word, but I'm dressed for the occasion. So can you explain what your I mean, I guess I've been cast in Casino Heist along with Joaquin Phoenix and Christopher Walken, hypothetically. What am I gonna? What are you making? What have I gotten myself into, Jack?
I don't know yet, but it can't. Nothing could go wrong. It'll be perfect. You know.
Possibly go wrong. That's a Simpsons quote.
Gotta quote The Simpsons.
All right. Well, I'll let you get into character, and I need to get myself into character. But is there anything else you want to talk about with Casino Heist or anything? You have another album called Slander coming out soon, which I guess is coming out under the Jack Xander name. I've heard it's a bit of Britpop. I heard it's a bit of synth pop. I heard it's a bit of side rock. Again, checking many boxes for me. What can we expect from that?
I'm going to be DJing those tracks tonight. It's a lot of electronic type of stuff. I mean, you know, the live album is very bandy, almost quasi-punk, if you will. But I
will.
Wonderful. But the other stuff is more like beats and boops and things, and it's got a different type of vibe, and I'm trying to make them go like this.
And that record will be, we're obviously going to hear a little preview tonight, but when will that record be out?
That's a good question.
I thought so.
Track by track, it will come out gradually over the course of this year.
All right, cool. Well, you're a busy guy, so I'm going to get into character. I am going to read my monologue off my phone. I'm sorry. I'm so unprofessional, but I'm going to do my best. And in the meantime, it's really cool to see someone taking artistic chances and doing something so out of the box. And, you know, you're an interesting guy. I'm waiting for Casino Heist Part 2 already.
A Folie Dieu, Casino Heist, with Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga.
What could possibly go wrong? All right, thanks for watching. Thank you so much, Jack.